Hello everyone and welcome to 2023. I am Sherri and this is me now. So this week I want to talk about New Year's resolutions. So my new hair, I love it. I can do fun things with it. Sorry, squirrel. Okay, so this year I want to talk about, this week I want to talk about New Year's resolutions. So last year my daughter and I, we made a money candle thing, right? And I mean, it didn't bring me a whole lot of money, but we went through a lot of stuff last year. My health hit what I thought was rock bottom. That's when I started all this. And then after a few months into that, I had a heart attack. And like a few months after that, I kind of recuperated. I started making my quilts. I kind of got my business rolling. I got into my first shop, did a few events, not a lot, but I'm hoping that this year is going to be a lot. And I have one expo for sure that I'm doing. Excuse the banging. My daughter works from home too, and she's working today. I will be soon too. So I thought I would talk about this because it's time to make my New Year's resolutions. Now, I noticed that a lot of people were burning away their last year, cleaning out their money jar, their money candles, and all the good stuff they put in it. But I feel like for me, a lot of what's here is what brought me to where I am now. And so I didn't really want to empty it out. I didn't want to start fresh. I mean, I do. I want to start fresh, but I want to continue the momentum that the last year has gained for me. I don't want to lose all that momentum. So I figured I'd leave the base. So it looks a little messy, a little scraggly, but I want to leave the base and add to it. So just before, I think it was the 30th, when I came home from work on Friday, I burned the last of it, and I burned it up. You can see this little piece right here. This was my resolution page, and I literally burned it down to nothing. So last year's burned away, and it's the base for the new year. So now I want to add a few things, and I have a new list, and that I'm going to tuck in here as well when we add everything. And that will be my candle to burn for the next year. And we'll see what we do with it next year. Okay, so I'm going to read it to you because I think it's really good things. Last year, I honestly cannot remember what I put in it last year for resolutions or hopes or whatever. I think it was definitely better health and some kind of financial stability. Now, the financial stability didn't happen, but I got my company rolling, so I'd say that counts. And my health, it did improve. Yes, I had my heart attack, but really, it did improve. I had that helped fix a lot of the stuff from before, too. So she builds kind of like furniture, so it's loud. Sorry. I do quilts and crafting. FYI, I used to do building and construction and stuff, so she's got all my tools. Okay, so this year, this is my list. I'm going to read it out to you. 2023, a great year. It is going to be a great year. This and that and in between is going to soar this year. That's my goal. It's going to soar this year. My boys, Seth and Cuddles, are going to get new, wonderful homes. So my boys, they're snakes. I have put them up to rehome them. They come with all their stuff. Doesn't cost anybody anything except for their future life. I didn't think I would still be in this small space so many years later, and I think that I don't have as much time as I would like to have to give them the love and attention that they need. And so I am putting them up for a new home because they deserve love and attention all the time. They deserve to have a big yard they can go play in. They deserve somebody to take them for car rides and hang out with them and hold them and watch TV. And I just don't have time. When I'm not working at my job, I'm working at home. When I'm not working at home, I'm working at my job, or I have my granddaughter here, or I'm cleaning, or I'm trying to keep what little bit of space that I have left for me organized in a way that I can function in it. So I got to do what's best for them. So I am putting them up for new homes, and I'll even add the links to this video. So if anybody else is interested in taking these beautiful boys in, you can check out both of their ads. They each have a separate ad. They do not need the same home. They're not going to miss each other. I hope maybe they'll miss me a little bit because I'll miss them. But they don't really do anything together. Once in a while, if I have them both out at the yard at the same time, they'll hang out. But they generally do their own thing. Cuddles explores. Seth just hangs out and sniffs the air and listens to the sounds. So they don't play together. Seth's kind of an old man, and Cuddles is middle-aged, so he's got lots of P&B left. Next, this is going to be an amazing year for my health and fitness. So my goal is to actually really soar fitness-wise through this year. I really want to make an effort of eating properly, doing my exercises every day. I want to get down below the 165 so that I'm showing that I actually made another big step into my goal weight. Okay. And my finances, yes, of course, I want them to improve because with this new quilting thing, I think it's really going to soar. I've got an expo that I'm going to be in. We're looking at a couple of other expos. Like I said, there is another store I'm hoping to get into. You guys will know about it when it happens. And events. I've got a good set of events that are good options for me. So I'm going to try to really set it all up. My calendar's there, and put them on there so that everything's in front of me, makes sense. I'm going to be organized this year. Ethusa is going to become warmer towards me. Now, that's my iguana. You guys know she's a sassy little thing, and I have no problem with her being sassy, but I miss being loved and hugged and snuggled and cuddled. And so I'm going to kind of change our area a little bit. I'm going to move my bed closer to her space so we're a little closer, and then I'm going to turn this space into a workspace. So hopefully that brings the two of us a little closer together, and she is a little less sassy. We'll see. We'll see how the end of next year goes. Buying a home is still a top priority for me as a big goal. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be able to buy a home this year. That would be great. Anybody who is in a position to buy a home this year, from what I understand, house prices are supposed to drop by 25% in the first quarter of this year. So if you're buying, jump on it. I wish I had the money to jump on that now. I don't. So it is what it is. But maybe I get lucky and it kind of keeps, being on the buyer's side for a while until I can at least save up my down payment. Maybe the expos will give me my down payment. I don't know. But it's going to be a great year, and I'm really excited. I see lots of good things for me and for everybody. All right, almost to the end. All these positive goals will bring me considerably closer to a house. That's how I feel. I probably won't have a house this year, but all of this positivity is really going to bring me closer to my home. All right. And the people who mean the most to me are going to have a fantastic year too. So, I mean, you guys, I really feel like the whole world is actually going to have a fantastic 2023. I feel like this year is just going to be a really good year, a good year full of love and joy and happiness and success and positive changes. But of course, in my goal bowl, I have it in there for my daughter and her boyfriend, and my son and my daughter-in-law and her boyfriend, and my granddaughter and my floater kids, and all those who are so close to me, who are my heart and soul of every day. They are going to have a really great year too. My positivity is going to feed everybody. My son has huge positivity and he feeds us all, and we are just feeding each other positivity, and that's what I want to feed you guys this year. I want nothing but positive vibes to come from me, and I want us all to grow and have a fantastic year this year. All right. Oh, that's the end of the list. Look at that. So now we're going to top up our bowl, make it look pretty again, maybe. It's got a pretty hard base. It was a rough year. All right. So give me 1 second and we'll get everything figured out. Hey guys, so I picked up a few things. Now, I generally put cinnamon sticks in. They're supposed to be a very positive thing, but I still have a full stick in there. And it smells, oh, I have a couple full sticks in there. And they smell really good when the wax kind of melts over them and they burn a little bit. It's great. So if you have cinnamon sticks, I suggest putting some in. Now, I have some other things that I'm refreshing. So I have some leaves. These are from some bouquets that were really important to me. I have a few flowers that were the same thing, and I'm just refreshing the flower that I put in last year. I have bay leaves. Bay leaves are a very important thing for the money jars. If you can find whole leaves that aren't broken, that's always the best. I'm not so good at that. Mine are kind of old, but I feel like last year built the base, so having older leaves is not going to be a bad thing. It's going to help add to that base. So I'm putting in 3 kind of sturdy leaves along with that. Now you want to put a little bit of money in there if you've got crystals, stones, anything that says money to you. I would happily add it in. I have stones in here, I have money in here, but I'm going to add some fresh money for the new year. So I have 30 cents. I have 2 dimes and 2 nickels. And I'm going to add it to my already thing. I know I have pennies in there, so there's lucky pennies in it. And I had some other small change that I put in last year, and I'm going to add these to my new jar, or to my candle. So you can see my money's kind of tucked in behind the cinnamon stick. All right. You can set it up however you like. Now for me, I know these leaves and stuff, they're going to burn, and that's okay. I kind of like it when it takes heat and gets aggressive sometimes. Well, sometimes things need to be a little bit aggressive. I'm going to put those in there like that. And I think I'm going to grab a candle. So I have a green candle in right now, but I have a whole box of these. I got like 100 of them for next to nothing off Amazon. They're pretty great. And sometimes I'll burn just a few minutes. Sometimes I'll burn 2 or 3 candles. It just depends on the day and how I feel I need to support my my positivity and such. So here we go. I got the candle belt. Here, let's look at my candle thing instead. Okay, so here we go. So you see I got the leaves in there, and I have my coins in there. Got the green candle lit. Now I have this one. I'm going to try to solidify some of this stuff, make sure that everything's gonna stay where I want it. Gonna get our ducks in a row and nail their feet to the floorboards. That's this year. This year is all about getting in place and staying where you want to be. So I'm going to use this little white candle and its wax to kind of place everything nice and stably. Here we go. All right. Not a lot of wax drips off these little guys. This is like there's not much in here. And I've been burning it all year. So these little candles dissolve pretty small, which is kind of cool because I can still use this same tub for another whole year. I don't think I had it for a whole year last time. It was just kind of most of the year. So I love my tub though. Isn't it cool? It's like a little vintage bathtub thing. I actually bought it to take pictures of Azusa and Kilgara, and they didn't take very long and they grew out of it and it didn't fit them anymore. So I decided to find a new use for it. And this was a great option. All right. I'm only solidifying a little bit because, you know what, I'm going to keep burning all year. That's going to be fine. So now I'm going to put in my bay leaves. And I think I'm going to tuck them up on this side. And just kind of, oops, he's upside down. So any herbs or spices or anything that you feel is something lucky. Maybe it's a friendship bracelet. Maybe it's, I don't know. It could be anything at all. Anything at all that speaks to you. That's what you want to put in here. Okay. You want this to be what is going to speak to you all year round. That's what you want. And you can add to it throughout the year too. Me, I like once in a while, like basically once or twice a year, I buy lottery tickets because I'm, you know, I just don't buy them very often. And once in a while, which I did, I bought some for the new year and I stuck them underneath my thing while it's burning to add extra luck to it. And I haven't looked at them yet. We'll see. I think some of them drew last night, like at 6 o'clock or whatever. So today I'll find out. Now, I'm also putting in my resolutions. So they were along that side last time, the far side. This time I'm going to put them on this side by the money. And I'm just going to wax them into place here. Dig them into the wax a bit. Really put them in there. Oops, I want it the other way. Hold on. Oh, the phone. Just let that guy sit there. All right. So I want to push him in to the base of last year. Make sure he's nice and sturdy and strong in there. Move some of the wax over. So this is going to be great. Now, oh, I also burn incense in it sometimes. I bought some money incenses, and I burn those in here. My little flowers, they light on fire sometimes, but I just like blow them out. It's all good. Okay. Now, trying to get enough holding here. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to pop these guys in there. Ow, I poked myself with a flower. It's a very pokey flower. Okay, there we go. So now, I think I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. It feels positive. Maybe turn that off. And I'll just kind of do the bottom. Oh, and I moved the spot that I stick it to. Like I'll put the candle here, there, and everywhere. I'll stick sometimes on one side, sometimes I stick it on the other side. Sometimes I have two in here. Just however you feel that day that you're working with your candle, just go with it. Go with how you feel and let everything work out. All right. Pop him in there. All right. So now this is what it looks like. So I have new flowers. I have my new list. I have my new leaves, my new bay leaves. There's going to be a lot of burning for a while, but that's okay. And now I'm going to stick that on top because some of that stuff is next year's stuff. And that's it. That's all we have for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope if you made a money bowl too, it helps you through the year as much as mine helped me. I'm really looking forward to what it's going to bring for this wonderful year. Thank you all so much. I will see you next week. Happy 2023 and welcome 2023. I am Sherri, signing off of Me Now.